Hello guys, if you haven't seen the video of Patrick Van David videos, a capitalist, which most of us are, he was in the room with a lot of anti-capitalists and they was having a debate. And I never seen so many victims in my whole entire life. I'm gonna play the video just to demonstrate what was said. Now, keep in mind that the dude he was talking to was saying that he's unemployed.
You job, period, to work 80 hours a week. Would you take it? And I paid you a reasonable wage.
Are we talking a livable wage or a reasonable wage?
What do
and
you make
whose
right
version
now?
of reasonable are we
What do you
talking
make
about?
right
Your
He said a livable wage or reasonable wage. Livable wage means you can live off of it. Reasonable wage is subjective. He said, who version of reasonable? Your version of reasonable or my version of reasonable? Your version of reasonable is you unemployed. His version of reasonable is he gave somebody a job. That is shocking. Let's play it.
version of reasonable or my version of
But
reasonable?
you see, so now for me, what I'm noticing from you is
I need specifics.
no, not necessarily. No, most of the people I hired need specifics. The difference is I'm trying to hire them. In this instance, you're trying to get a job and you're being selective. It's going to work against you.
I mean, I'm not trying to get a job. Originally, I was
My
trying to
offer is
ask you
off
where
the
the
table.
moral fell.
My offer is off the table
Okay, that's
because
fine.
you're going to be difficult to work with.
Okay, sure. Be
What
a
if
moot
I
point.
gave you a job, period, to work?
Can you imagine that? You got enough money and power to get somebody a job, to change a person's life, and they throw it right in your face. Now, I'm gonna show you the next video of Rod Lee, the tech dude, Asian American, highly successful, on a podcast. And I'm gonna tell you the difference. And the biggest difference is mindset. It's all in your head. I'm a dude from the inner city, South Dallas. I knew books would get my black ass out of the hood. It was a mindset. Did I really care who liked me once I got out? No, I didn't. But check this out, guys. Hello, guys. In this video, you're going to see a Rod Lee on the left. I hope so, because this video. Two successful young men in their mindset, how they are totally different and why they are successful in this thing called life.
Roy, you're 21 years old. Your company's worth $120 million. What are 5 hot takes you have?
5 hot takes. First, I think as a man, you probably shouldn't have any close female friends, and as a woman, you also probably shouldn't have any close guy friends if you are in a relationship. I think things will lead to cheating, and if it is true statistically that most people cheat, then you are probably not the angel that you think you are. Generally, humans are the same. You are not much better than a cheater, and if that is the case, then you need to make sure that you're not in a situation where you are able to cheat.
I totally agree with that. We are human beings and we're part of the human race. If other humans do it, we have possibilities that we would do it also. I totally 100% agree with him on that.
Hot take number 2, I think most people, 99.9% of people, even the people you don't think, everyone is lazy. Nobody works as hard as they claim to work. And
Facts.
And right now, if you truly work hard at anything, like, you will become one of the best in the world just because everyone in the world is fucking lazy. Yeah, just people do not want to work, and everyone that tries to convince you, like, I generally think if you're not in an early stage, the only hardworking people I've seen in my life are people at early stage startups or people who are trying to do early stage startups. And beyond that, and like I feel like it's very, very rare that I meet someone I actually acknowledge this person is working very hard. Another thing, I think lookism is probably a bigger thing in society than, like transphobism, racism.
That's true. Looks matters. A lot of people just want you to look at them and say, well, they're a nice guy or girl inside. But looks matters. That's why the gym was invented. The gym is the only place where you can go and make yourself more attractive, especially if you're young and you're in your prime.
You could be, if you are sufficiently attractive, you could be black, Muslim, gay, transgender, and a furry. And if you are sufficiently attractive, the world will still treat you better than an ugly, fat white girl. And it is just a horrible truth. And I think, well, it's just like a brutal reality of the world. Call me a looks maxer, but I think it's just obviously true from my lived experiences that I think men never ever need to be validated. You just need to be empowered. You need to find a purpose, and you need to be reminded that you are capable, and you need to be given a task that you are sufficiently capable of doing. And nothing will make a man fucking snap out of his mental illness give a man more purpose and drive and snap him back to reality faster than doing something that makes him feel like he is valuable.
Now, what he said was, get busy, get to work on something. Because the more busy you are, the less time you have to be depressed and have anxiety disorders and all that stuff. Because you're too busy. And when you get home, you're so damn tired that you hit the sack, you hit the pillow, you out, sleep. You don't have time to go through all that drama that is running inside your head. And what valuable means that if I can build, a deck or something, I made myself valuable because I can build a deck. I can do something. So as a man, I made myself valuable by being able to do something.
It's so weird how people focus on trauma so much. I think that if you want to get rid of any trauma or negative thoughts that you have, you just need to be taking actions that are aligned with what you want, and your thoughts will change. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I completely agree.
If you just broke up with someone and you keep scrolling on their Instagram, keep checking their stories, the reason you're thinking about them is because you're taking those actions. You're not taking those actions because you're thinking about them. So if you take different actions, if you go to the gym, go to a coffee shop, you will not think about them as much over time. But that's just my opinion. Some people say thoughts lead to actions, but I think actions lead to thoughts.
Yeah, well, I completely agree. I think there's just as much as there's winner's effect, and I always talk about your first win will catapult you into way, way, way bigger wins. I think there's also loser's effect, and your first loss will make you think oh fuck, and it will just breed more and more losses. And you need to be of the mindset that you are searching for your first win, and as soon as you let yourself sit and ruminate with the loss, and the loss just encompasses most of your mental energy.
That is true. You got to get back up. That's why I love football, judo, and jiu-jitsu. If you get knocked on your ass, you get up, you do it over and over again. It teaches you in life that no matter what happened, you got to get up. You don't want to get stuck in a loser. You want to get stuck in a loser spectrum where you just go in a circle and it become what you are. You become the guy that loses. You want to become the guy or girl who win. And win is small increments, small steps at a time.
Energy, you will put yourself in loser's effect, and you cannot ever have that. In life, cycles, there are cycles, and there are positively reinforcing cycles, and there are negatively reinforcing cycles, and you do not ever want to be caught in fucking loser's effect where that first big loss affects you. There's nothing that will catapult you into loser's effect more, in my opinion, than from what I've seen of my personal life, than fucking going to therapy and sitting and talking for an hour about all the bad things that have ever happened to you. It is best if you just try and look for the next win, because the next win will do a lot more good for you than thinking about your last loss.
What's a win everyone listening can have today?
Yeah, I think if you're a guy and you're single, I think you should go out and talk to a pretty girl, and I guarantee you, even if she says no and fucking slaps you for being fat and ugly, you will feel like a fucking winner, because oh shit, I did that. I overcame a piece of social anxiety. I
100% agree. He said he's going out to get rejected. It means that after a while, the rejection doesn't hurt anymore. After a while, you get slammed in judo 100 times. That little slam or a little throw doesn't hurt anymore. It doesn't hurt anymore. I recommend a young man who's struggling with anxieties, social deviance, social awkward people, they should go into sales. Sales is one job that you're going to get rejected most of the time. But sometimes you'll have a win in there. And that win is going to inspire you to have more wins. And when you get numb to the rejection of life, your life get better because you're not worried about the rejections. You're just worried about the wins. You know it's a numbers game. So the biggest difference from the first video, Van Patrick David, I might be saying his name wrong, but is those group of people stuck in a loser effect. They would never win because mentally somewhere in their life, something happened where they got mentally destroyed. And other young men on these podcasts, they had adversity, but they always going to win because even if they get knocked down, they don't get back up and try again. That's all I want to say, guys. Look, man, being young is hard. Life gonna kick your ass. I got 18-year-old daughters. I keep telling her, look, life gonna kick your ass. Be ready for it. Make sure you can eat when it happens. It's gonna happen. Get ready, embrace it. Learn from it. There's no mistakes, there's lessons. That's about it, man. But watch that video, the Van Patrick video. It is shocking. And watch this video also. I was doing some yard work and I stumbled across it by accident, and I couldn't take my eyes off this whole video. I'm an old head. I'm listening to these young dudes, and I couldn't stop listening to them because I was so blown away.